All right, guys, it's Monday morning. We have some very interesting updates to go through. We have STRC moving up in the pre-market, which is surprising a lot of people. We have Bitcoin's price at about $64,000, and I want to discuss exactly what I think about that, and let's jump into it. So you can see right now, for anyone who followed me in the STRC trade, I actually entered at about $84 here, and I thought, what an opportunity, right? We're getting paid, what, $11.50 up at $100, and we're going to get those same returns down at 84, maybe even lower. I actually thought, okay, you know what? I respect what Michael Saylor's doing. I do think that he's going to come out of this alive. I don't think this is all going to blow up. So I'm willing to take a little bit of a bet on this. Now, I have told you guys that I don't really love what Michael Saylor is doing. I loved what he was doing with MicroStrategy. I don't love what he's doing with STRC. However, I'm not one to shy away from a little bit of an opportunity. And I thought STRC down there in the low 80s was very much an opportunity. And as you know, I'm at heart a degen, so I take these opportunities. Now, before we get into more news, I want to look at the technicals of Bitcoin so you guys can be aware. We're up 1.24% on the day. Not looking terrible, guys, I'll be honest. A small sign that we are creating a smaller bear flag once again here as we stepstone to the upside. You can see we're putting in higher lows here and higher highs. Let's see how this continues going forward. But what I want to see break really is the $67,000 level here for us to maybe potentially go back up to the 200-day MA. As you guys know, I do believe we're going to have more downside. I'm not sure what the Black Swan event was or is going to be that pushes it, but guys, I was speculating that it could be STRC. So you might notice, even though we may have a Black Swan event with STRC, that doesn't mean I'm not going to take opportunity in the market to try and profit when everyone else is panicking. It's very simple. You study the markets, you study the technicals, you study the news, and when the majority of the market thinks one way, I take the opposite side of that trade. It's not always going to work. As you know, I did go long a little bit too early on Bitcoin, but that meant I opened it again, and now I have an in profit long position right now. So going against the grain does not always work. This is not a guaranteed strategy, absolutely not. But being in this market for many years now, I start to notice the opportunities that maybe the majority don't notice. So even though I think Bitcoin is going to go lower, I still think there's a lot of opportunity here, both to accumulate more Bitcoin at lower prices, but also to trade the ups and the downs, the ups and the downs, the volatility in this market, right? The ups and the downs. Now, we do have a low now put in at about 58.9. So let's just call that 59,000. This is slightly below our last low here behind my head here. And as you know, I thought we were going to come down and grab that liquidity, which is what we did. We've bounced out of there, not violently like we did last time. So I'm not really too convinced that this run is going to last, but so far, so good. If we don't get another big Black Swan news event, maybe this is the low that's been put in. But as you know, given the Black Swan nature, we don't know what's going to happen. Russia invading Ukraine and then FTX collapsing was our Black Swan event in the last bear market that continued it down. But maybe if FTX didn't collapse, maybe Bitcoin never went as low. Maybe the crypto market never went as low. So we have to wait to see. We don't have a crystal ball. So what we can do, we hedge our bets. We have our strategies. We stick to those strategies, but we always protect our capital. That's what I'm doing anyway in these markets. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.